Hold on, y'all. I just realized something. Did ever say number 47 said to number 3 that you're the cutest jailbird that I ever did see? What? Is this a man in prison? They ain't had no co-ed prisons in 19. When did this song come out? Are y'all listening to me? I know y'all heard that. He said number 47 said to number 3, you are the cutest jailbird that I ever did see. I feel yeah, I was trying to get updated on everything so I can talk about these things. Plus, I had to do some things for I'm teaching a summer school class, so I had to answer the emails my students questions. Well, thank you so much. Hey, everybody! This is Let Me See Your Transcript. Your very favorite history teacher coming on here with your late. Let me see your transcript, baby. That's who. So, hey, Sergeant King, Sherry Cooper, Miss Mahogany Blues, Christine Spark, Miss Mahogany Blues, Caramel Butterfly, Christine Park. So glad to see you. I just have about 13 of y'all in the chat. Let me have 13 likes. I appreciate y'all being here and listen to me about this. I was reading articles, watching the news, listening to other content creators who are covering this, and then people were sending me Instagramming some information, and I'm just even as of like an hour or two ago, there was still more information that I was getting, especially about the Carlee Russell case. So let's start with actually let's start with Donald Trump. Let's get him out the way. Okay. So as you know, the former president is currently indicted by the state of New York, also indicted by the federal government in this is the Southeastern District in Florida for basically failure to turn over government documents. I think he has 38 counts. Also, Georgia is looking to indict him for interfering with their election. But what has gotten former President Trump in a tizzy? He decided to go on social media early this morning, right about time I wake up. Was it 6 or 7? And let the world know via social media that he received a target letter from for him to appear before the grand jury about the January 6th insurrection. Then he says later on today, he says like, hey, I'm going to be arrested anytime now. Well, it's 11 something. We still haven't seen him arrested. I can believe he got a target letter from, I guess it would be the DOJ, right? About appearing before them and asking them about January 6th. And, but now you got Republican Speaker of the House McCarthy and other, conservative pundits like, oh, they are weaponizing the DOJ against him. They're going after using the DOJ to politicize what they're doing to former President Trump. Excuse me. Even DeSantis, who I don't like at all, who's in the running in the Republican primary, even criticized Donald Trump and said about his involvement in the January 6th riots, insurrectional. There's probably gonna be some more of them gonna take digs at him. You're gonna have to be third, fourth time indicted by some grand jury for things that are illegal. So I remember this new congressman, his name is Wesley Hunt. Texas population increased, so we actually got a new we got a new we got an additional seat in the House. We now have 38 congressional seats. So we'll have 38 electoral votes in the next election. So he is African American, but unfortunately he is a Republican. And he was asking questions to, I guess it was the head or the second guy who's the head of the DOJ, and wanted to know why was Hunter Biden getting special treatment and Donald Trump wasn't. And he was like, it's two types of systems of law. If your last name is Biden or Clinton, it seems like you don't get, no, you're not being investigated. But if your last name is Trump, you are. And I was thinking to myself, well, the first Clinton got impeached, but they didn't remove him from office. The second one was about her emails, and which I think contributed to her not winning that year the election. I don't think Hillary did anything else since then. Hunter took a plea. He may be going to jail. I guess the judge has to decide on what his sentence is going to be. He actually admitted that, yes, I did. His problems are tax problems and a gun possession. Plus, he's a drug addict. He has a habit, And he has a mental, and plus, he had a child out of wedlock. I don't know why they can't just let the little girl have that last name. I don't know why the baby mama just didn't put his name on there anyway. Let him contest him, the baby get here. But anyway, they said, oh, President Trump, he's getting this because he had a few documents at his house. And I'm thinking to myself, and they're like, I think they said Biden had documents too. Biden has two places. He had like an office, and then he had like another home. And so he had people, so, he has, I guess, personal assistant or whatever. And they're going through his stuff, and they find like a few documents. Donald Trump had like 3 rooms full of boxes and shit. And he was showing them to people. I'm like, what the fuck is that problem? Yeah, that's what someone they're asking for 2 years probation and something else. But if these Republicans have anything to do with it, they'll try and see if they can get him to get more time. But this is the ironic thing. The judge that appointed the man was a Republican, was appointed by Trump. So I'm like, who are you going to blame for the judge that allowed this plea to come down? Yeah, it's color coded. And I think, to a certain extent also, it's money coded too. Yes, he is. Yes, he will. So, but he's been, I think using this all day today to make it seem like he's some type of political prisoner. He's being persecuted. He probably uses to fundraise too. But it's just like you don't let your lawyer tell us that you're the target of an investigation. You're gonna tell us yourself. And I'm like, I know you got lawyers, which I think a couple of the lawyers quit. And I think the old lawyers I know Giuliani is, maybe he's about to be disbarred if he hasn't already been. And then George is gonna because his stupid self was on the goddamn phone. And let me say, this phone call may be recorded. They got him on the phone trying to affect an election. Yeah, Pookie wouldn't get run. Pookie wouldn't get probation. But then again, y'all ever seen that show called My Name Is Earl? Y'all remember how poor Earl was? Earl wouldn't get probation either. Okay. So, um, but yeah, he's just been, and I'm just trying to figure out, there are still people out there who are supporting this man. And politicians are doing because, that's the Republican way, we gonna go down with the ship. Then when it's like we want to get rid of that dude, we want to take his position. Now we're gonna come out and complain about it, and it's like, okay. So, but I wanted to let you know about that. By the way, I have 4 videos, very informational videos that cover these topics that are in the description. Okay, so let's move on to this young lady. Her name is Tierra Young Allen. She is a TikTok influencer. I didn't even know TikTok can have influencer. I know it's Instagram, social media influencer. She's a very, blessed woman. And she actually is a truck driver. I believe her name on TikTok is Classy Truck Driver, Classy something, Classy Sassy Truck Driver. I'll put it in the description when I put it in later. Okay. Well, the fake electors, they're about to be put on prosecution. Thank you, Miss Mahogany Bush. Yeah, they're about to be the fake electors from Michigan, they're about to get either arrested or they're about to be charged. Yeah. Yes, Tierra Young Allen, actually specifically, her mother and her, I think a sister, live in a suburb of Houston called Katy, Texas, but it's Houston. Her mom was on Fox 26 Houston along with Quanah X, who you know from the Rudy Farias case, and he helped the mom to contact the embassy in Dubai, because there is a U.S. embassy in Dubai, and check on the status of her daughter. And Pookie and Ray Ray wouldn't get Pookie, Ray Ray, Earl, Jimmy Earl, none of them would get probation. Hey, Roxy Verse. Yeah. So basically what happened, that's a picture of her from her TikTok. She says, I'm out here in Dubai. Okay. Now, I may have to do a separate video so I can show y'all how to look up countries and look at the travel warnings before you go somewhere, so when you go over there, there's some things you can't do, you can't or cannot do. Okay, because I really think it's unfortunate that she is there, but I know, because I'm a history teacher and I also teach government, I know the type of government that she is in. And so even Cornell said, she is in a country that is a theocracy. And a theocracy means that the religious leader, that laws are based on whatever that country's main religion is. And usually the leader of that country is also not only their political leader, but also their religious leader. So, for example, the Pope in Vatican City, he is the head of government, head of state, and he's also the head of the Catholic Church. So Vatican City is like the smallest country in the world. The Dalai Lama is the head of Tibet, even though they are in exile. He is the religious and political leader of Tibet, which is location is in the north part of the Dharmasala, India. I believe that's where they are. So he is a their government is a theocracy because the Dalai Lama is a Tibetan Buddhist monk. Okay, so everyone in Tibet, were Buddhists. Um, in the case of Iran in 1979, they had their Iranian Revolution, which was spurred by um, the practices of the Prince Shah of that country, trying to westernize it, also, oppressing the people. He got sick, left the country, and a religious figure named the Ayatollah Khomeini, he had followers, and then his followers took over the country, and then he came out of exile and he became the leader. Right now, Iran is, I guess, the head of state. The head of state is a new Ayatollah, but the head of government is the president. They actually have a president who actually runs the day-to-day operations of the government. But however, their laws are based on the Quran. And so whatever let's say the president wants to do something in Iran, the Ayatollah can come out behind him and says, no, that's against the Quran, you can't do it. And the president has to follow it. They have very strict laws in Iran. Their neighbor next door with not that far from Dubai, and they even in Iran, I know they actually have you can actually turn in people for not following some of the laws. Let's say if you're a woman and your hair is not properly covered that day, you can get in trouble. Homosexuality is outlawed in those countries. So in the UA, actually, what she is, which I actually looked it up, she is in Dubai. Now, where she is actually one of several different, I guess you say, countries. Okay. So the UAE stands for the United Arab Emirates. Abu Dhabi is the capital of the UAE. The UAE is next door, I want to say, either to Yemen and Saudi Arabia. Is it south or southwest? So I'm gonna use a map next time. But anyway, so she's it's 7 countries or 7 monarchies that make up the United Arab Emirates. Each of those different groups, even though different countries, have their own either monarch or they have their own president. And in their country, because I looked it up today, the presidents, they are elected, but there's like a special council of certain chosen people. Either they're from the monarchy or they're like some type of religious figure, and they actually get like veto power over them. They have one house legislature, 40 members, 20 of them are appointed. Okay, so their government is a theocracy. Their laws are based on mostly Islamic law and also civil law. Okay. Oh, by the way, the UAE, I want to say, I was teaching economics, and I was talking to the students about the different types of money. And so there's a thing called commodity money. And so like gold, silver, diamonds, those are commodity money. And so I was looking up, as the students give an example of, like finding pictures of gold. And a student found a ATM machine, y'all, that you can get gold bars out of. And one of them, I want to say one of them is in the UAE. If it's not the UAE, it's in Saudi Arabia. I think it's in the UAE. So, the United States has 2. One is in Atlantic City, and the other one's in Las Vegas. So let's say you won something at the casino, and you didn't want to take a whole bunch of cash back. So you just go to the machine, you get it in a gold bar, and then it drops it in a little gift box, But anyway, so what happened with this young lady? She was involved in a car accident, and in the car accident, I guess it was an Uber or whatever, and so she ended up leaving by accident, I guess, her phone, her purse, and everything like that. So she went after, I guess she went to the hospital, the clinic, whatever. She goes back to, like, I guess either the rental place or the Uber place, and she tells the man, like, hey, I'm coming to get my things. And so what the man did was, because, obviously you see her, probably heard her accent. Oh, she's an American. And she was probably doing American things. Um, and he was probably trying to make an extra coin. And so he was charging her this absurd amount of money to get her personal things back. Now, what she probably could have done was actually go get a policeman, you know, or maybe contact the embassy there and say, hey, I'm having trouble over here. Can you come over here and help me with this man who has my things? And he's trying to charge me or bribe me to get my things back. So that man, she kept telling the man, like, oh, I want my stuff, because she didn't want to pay him. The man started yelling at her, and she yelled back at him. Now, over here in the United States of America, I mean, that wouldn't seem something that would get someone arrested, you know? So, yes, you can't point your finger in some place. I forget who the man was. He was in Iran. I think he was like doing something with his hands or whatever in front of a picture of Kim Jong Un, and he got arrested for it. You know, yes, you need to follow the laws of the country, respect your laws. This was, yeah, it really was avoidable. Because a person like me or like you, I'm gonna go, oh, we're going to Dubai? Okay, let me look it up. What's the travel warning for Dubai? Okay, is it an orange? Is it a yellow? Is it a red? Red means avoid it, you know. Yellow means, hey, just stick to the touristy places. All right. Um, and so, and I would know, like, hey, I'm going to a Muslim country. I know they're very strict about certain things. Um, so, um, so I'm really like, the fact that she has this swimsuit on. Then again, she probably was in a touristy place. She is not a citizen of this country, so she's probably not going to be dressed like the other women in that country. However, that man was a man. He was already doing some sleaze stuff anyway. He probably was really upset, like, oh, this woman, this American woman is yelling at me. Oh, let me go get the cops. And so there were witnesses, and she found herself arrested because guess what? She was a woman screaming in public or screaming at a man. Okay? Because based on the Quran, there are certain things that women are supposed to do and they're not supposed to do. Okay, and from my friends who are Muslim, it's a thing about women being modest in their appearance and what they do and what they say. So she finds herself in jail, and I don't know what they do about phone calls or lawyers and stuff like that. And then knowing her, she's already yelling at the man. She probably went down there being circle married. I have rights. I have rights. I'm a U.S. citizen. Well, baby, you in the UAE, you in Dubai. We don't got them same laws. Now, mind you, the United States, our laws are based on, so biblical Christian, Judeo-Christian laws. You look at the Ten Commandments, but our tradition is also based on English laws as well. So, and we live in a democracy, not a federation of monarchies. Because in a monarchy, it's one person that's part of a royal family. They make the decisions. And when I was looking at the whole political government system of the UAE, it was like, okay, y'all just like 7 different monarchies, and y'all just get together from time to time to, I guess, work with other countries, either for, trade or diplomacy or something. So, I guess better together than apart. So, um, so now she's been in the prison several months. Her mom, with the help of X, is in touch with the U.S. Embassy, the government there. Most likely they'll say she'll get, because hey, she was on. There were witnesses seeing her scream with this man. It's against the law, and she'll get jail time or prison time. So, my thing is it gonna be time served? or is it? I gotta look it up to see what's how many months or years you can get. You know. Um. So. Um. Sergeant King stuff. She was pulling a jag. She was jagging. She was jagging in Dubai. Tierra, tell me it's not true. So, matter of fact, let me go get the website, and I'm gonna show you. I probably need to do another video just on the website. But I'm gonna put it in the chat nonetheless. So in case you want to look at it on your own, you're like, hey, how do I'm going on a trip? I'm going on a cruise. We're going here. I need to know if it's safe. Okay. So hold on. Okay. Hey, Lat Love. Okay, so here is a link, and this is the U.S. Okay, so the U.S. State Department deals with foreign policy with other countries, diplomacy. They help in times of war. They help the Defense Department deal with war. They're the ones secretaries in charge of all the embassies and consulates all over the world, and the employees who are in those consulates. Um, they also on their website, which is very helpful. They actually there's a section where you actually can click on different countries and see what are the travel conditions of their country, and they do a good job of keeping them updated as well. So if you go here and you click on when I was looking for Dubai, I went to the D's and I was like, wait a minute, where's the country at? I can't find it. And then I said, thinking like, okay, let me look at I said, oh, isn't it called something else? And I remember it's called the UAE. So I had to go to the U's, and I was able to find information about Dubai and all the other Arab Emirates. So if you go to this website, you can click on N for North Korea, or you can click on U for United Arab Emirates, and it will tell you what the travel designation is. Like right now, Dubai has a very good travel rating. It's like, oh, we have a very good relationship with the UAE. We've had it since 1972, and it gives all these details about it. And then you can click on Fast Facts, and they'll give you all the facts about the government. That's where I went to look up the information about what type of government, because they do have a theocracy. Um, um, Now, when I clicked on North Korea, do y'all want to take a guess at what they said about North Korea? Anyone want to take a guess what they said about North Korea? Basically, it said U.S. citizens do not go to North Korea. It said it had a big old red mark on it. It was like, no, don't go there. Okay. Even though North Korea's full name, I think, is the People's Republic of North Korea. Yeah, it said don't go. This is what it did. You gotta be hard. It basically had a red. You clicked on the website. You clicked on North Korea. It said travel advisory. We don't go. Red, don't go. Basically, and it said, and you can click on the country fact, and it'll tell you who's the leader of the country and everything like that. They do not have a theocracy. However, they are a communist government. Politically and economically. Okay. Even though it seems like the last three of their presidents, I think it's called, yeah, have all been related to each other. Okay. I didn't even click the link for that one. Exactly. Don't even go. I remember one time my friend, she was just, I don't know, sometimes she gets these things in her head. She was talking to a white person. And they were talking about, you should go travel here, here, and here. And they're like, oh yeah, we're I've been to North Korea before, there's no direct flights there, but you can go to like China, and then you can take a train from China to North Korea. So my friend is telling me about this, like, oh, I talked to so and so and so, and they said we should go to North Korea. I said, excuse me, North Korea? And they're like, yeah, it's not like what the government says, like our government. Like we shouldn't trust our government. Like, okay, there's some things we can trust our government on. The people that don't like us, okay, they can be telling us, hey, these are the people who don't like us, don't go over there. Like, and so I kept telling her, I said, are you sure about going? Yeah, they go all the time. And I had to look at her and I had to whisper to her. I said, but they're white. Me and you gonna go over there. We're gonna might not get back. And then after a while, I started looking up stuff about North Korea, and there was like Americans were in jail, and some Americans, I think they were in India, backpacking and traveling, and they somehow ended up in North Korea accidentally. I don't know. And then they asked this guy there, and they couldn't leave. And I'm just like, girl, we not finna go over there. You not finna go over there. And luckily, I you got a friend like me. No, we not going over there. And so later on, when she thought about it and she started looking it up, she's like, yeah, we can't go over there. We can't go over there. So, no, they were not white. They were not black. But guess what I found out today? Because I had a whole nother thumbnail, y'all. I didn't know what Private Travis King looked like. So I had a soldier and I put like a little black silhouette over his face. Because I've been waiting all day to find out what this man's name was. And I think it wasn't until first they said, oh, it's a U.S. national or American citizen crossed over they were on a DMZ tour. It's called the Demilitarized Zone. Because of the Korean War in 1950, is it 52 to 54 or 56? Okay, I can't remember. North Korea and South Korea were fighting. We supported South Korea because they were democracy, they're pro-Western, and China supported North Korea, they're pro-communist. So, but then like is it 1953? Is it 54? I can't remember. Mid-1950s, they literally stopped fighting. It's called an armistice. But it doesn't mean an end to the war. I think the end to the war didn't happen until last year when both the presidents stepped in the demilitarized zone and then stepped on each other's side. And then that was like they officially signed the end of the Korean War. Okay? They still got the demilitarized zone. So basically, there was a tour. There was a tour that got, I guess you can, how here in the United States, like we used to take the kids to NASA. Like we have the NASA Mission Control and the training center here, and you can sign up to take your students there, or you can be a teacher and they sign you up. You can go on a tour as well. Well, they had a demilitarized zone tour, right? So, but you sign up for the tour on the South Korean side. Well, it seems this American who found to be a soldier, he was supposed to he got into some trouble back in the United States at some base. And so they were sending him back to the United States. So I guess like the military police was like, okay, we're releasing you. You go get on the plane to go back to the United States. Well, he decided, I'm not taking my ass back to the United States. He decided to go sign up for a DMZ tour. So they're at the DMZ tour, and then all of a sudden, the people around them see him start to run and laugh, and then cross the demilitarized zone to the North Korean side. And then they just look like, like shocked, oh, what you doing? But then after a while, he never came back. Like he never came back. And so they basically had to call the South Korean government. They called the U.S. military because there's a base there, and they had to take everybody's statement. They didn't give out his name because they're like, "Hey, we gotta contact his family, and we gotta see, was he actually apprehended by the North Korean government over there? We can't step over there to go get him because we gonna be locked up like his ass." Y'all, over an hour and a half ago. Why was I so disappointed when I found this man was black? And he looks like one of my classmates' brother. I don't even know how I'm gonna ask my classmate, uh, like, hey, how's your brother doing? Like, I don't even know how to ask the question. Exactly. hmm When the Ukraine and the Russian war started, Russia's travel thing went. I think they were orange, and I think they went immediately to red. And the Americans that were there, the consulate there told them to leave. They're like, you didn't get your stuff and you go get back on the plane, go back to the United States because you might not be able to leave here. hmm So tell me, why when I found out, cause I kept seeing Travis King, and I guess because we always know a lot of times because the majority of the population here is usually someone that's Caucasian American who's doing something, and I'm just thinking like, who would run off at speed, laugh, and cross the militarized zone and get to North Korea and then get apprehended? And then I was thinking like to myself, and then I'm like, Travis King. I said, I'll be damned. But then I started looking up some stuff about Travis King. And I'm thinking, Travis King, y'all, this just wasn't him. I don't think I'm sorry, this wasn't no mental illness to me. Okay? Because they don't come with that. Oh, he's in the military. Why was he going back? What kind of trouble he was? Was he getting disarmed and discharged? Was he in war? Did something happen to him? No, let me tell y'all what I think Private Travis King was thinking, that being in maybe a North Korean town was better than him coming back to the United States. Now. Okay, let me talk about what was going on with him. Okay. Okay, where is the okay? And see, I'm seeing apprehended, cross. First, they were saying cross, like he crossed him. Maybe it was an accident. He got detained. But they only are like, no, he's probably detained by the government, and he's not he'll be back. Now I'm seeing stuff that says he defected. I'm just like, defected. I'm like, okay, so he may or may not be in a jail somewhere. So, um. So I'm gonna tell you what was going on with Private Second Class Travis King. Okay. It says a U.S. soldier is being detained in North Korea, has a Wisconsin connection. I don't know why they told me. According to a report from ABC's News, Army Private Travis King's mother resides in Racine, and she said Tuesday that the Army said her son crossed over into North Korea in recent days. King, 23, listen to this, y'all, just served a sentence in a South Korean prison and was scheduled to return to the United States when he was last seen entering a van and being whisked away by officials from North Korea, U.S. officials said. King served a 47-day sentence for allegedly kicking a South Korean squad car, damaging it. Army Colonel Isaac Taylor said Tuesday a U.S. service member willfully and without authorization crossed into North Korea. King's mother, Claudine Gates, told ABC News she couldn't see King intentionally entering North Korean territory. But remember what I said, the people on the tour said he was on the tour with them. They turned around, he started running and laughing and crossed the demilitarized zone into North Korea and didn't come back. So, this is Mama Po Mama. I'm so proud of him. I just want him to come home, come back to America, Gates said. King joined the Army in January 2021. The soldier was on a tour of the storied border village, the village of Panmunjom, inside the heavily fortified 154-mile DMZ, demilitarized zone. When the crossing happened, U.S. officials said Tuesday. United Nations command said the American was in North Korean custody and it was working to resolve the incident. Okay. You know what? I was thinking that too, but I was like, you've been in South Korean prison for 47 days. Then you're gonna go. They're sending you back home, basically to get court-martialed. You're probably gonna get kicked out of the U.S. military or given a sentence to be in a U.S. military jail. So what did you decide to do? I'm gonna go on a fucking tour, and then I'm gonna cross and go over to North Korea. Like, okay, all right. The border between North and South Korea is one of the most heavily fortified in the world. It runs about 150 miles and divides the Korean peninsula roughly in half along the 38th parallel. The ceasefire line of demarcation between the two nations that has existed since the end of the Korean War in 1953. So it was 1953. The incident comes as tensions between North Korea and the U.S. and its allies in the region have surged over North Korea's continued launch of ballistic missiles. Last week, North Korea launched what was suspected to be a ballistic missile and also threatened to shoot down U.S. surveillance planes. Previous Americans who have been detained in North Korea have not been treated well. College student Otto Warmbier, for example, was released in a vegetative state in 2017 after spending 17 months in captivity. He died a short while later. His parents said he had been tortured and suffered brain damage. 3 Americans detained in North Korea were freed in 2018 when Donald Trump was president. So, so what do y'all think? I'm just like, it's poor mama. That's what I'm really thinking about. It's probably both the moms, the Tierra's mama and Travis King's mama. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm gonna put that website back in there. Before you go to some other country, okay? Please look up information about that country. What does the United States say about travel? There's even parts of Mexico. There's parts of Mexico. When they had the Shanquella Robertson case, I looked up Mexico. I looked up the travel conditions for Mexico, and they were like they were. I don't think it was red for every place, but it was like certain places they were like, we recommend U.S. citizens not go here. So I'm just like, we are United States citizens, even though we get treated like, redhead stepchildren by the United States government. We still got rights. We still have people who can fight for our rights. We can fight for our Heck, we can actually say, I don't like the president and not go to jail. Okay? We can't say that shit in other countries. And we have to also understand the old expression, when in Rome, do what the Romans do. So if my ass is going to go to South Korea, I know my ass should be following the rules, and that I don't set my foot over across the militarized zone to North Korea. But I know I'm going to the UAE. I know that I shouldn't be an obnoxious U.S. citizen screaming at people. One, I'm a woman. Two, I'm a black woman at that. Who they probably think I'm Korean, not Korean. They probably think I'm African. Okay, because there is discrimination against Africans. Hey y'all, can y'all hear me? My phone died. Put it one in the chat if you can hear me. So yeah, when in Rome, do what the Romans do. Oh, you can hear me now? Okay, great. So um so I probably will do another video just going how you can navigate the Secretary of State website. Thank you, Camera Butterfly V Hard Jet. So you can look up, where you're going if it's a safe place for you to go to. And like what the rules and what the laws are there. You know? Also need to make sure no matter what country you go to, definitely go by the website, but also know where the US Embassy is in case you do get into some type of trouble. You need to get some help. Okay? So but I just wondering if I don't know about mental break. Is it a mental break, or you just trying to avoid going back to the United States? Because what? They're going to put you in jail? They're going to put you... If there's some other stuff you was involved with that we don't know nothing about, so you thought, hey, the safest place for me to go is to a country that I know the United States don't have a good diplomatic relationship with. That's going to be hard for me to get back to the United States. But that's what it's just telling me. That's what it's telling me. Willful and purposeful, like the man said. Willful and purposeful. So, all right. I don't know if I can say saving the best for last. But, whew, baby. Okay. We got to talk about Carlee. Carlee. Last Friday, we were all told Carlee was missing. Her mom and daddy, people in her community, Hoover, Alabama, police, everybody was looking for her. Another lady from Alabama who lost her child, who was missing and was found dead, was assisting them in trying to find Carlee Russell. Nursing student. She's also a member, if I found, AKA Alpha Kappa Alpha Sorority Incorporated. She had a job. She had a boyfriend. She had living parents. She was on the phone with her brother's girlfriend. And she says, hey, I see a baby. The cameras pull her car over, which one guy, he actually made, shout out to Trip C's Treehouse. She was playing this guy. He was giving his commentary about it. And he was like, I'm gonna be honest with y'all. Y'all keep showing the video of her getting pulled over, and I can't see shit.
I felt the same way. Everybody, I saw different videos saying, "Hey, this is her being pulled over." I was like, "How do they know it's her? Who told y'all this was her? I can't see if this is her car or not." Okay, and then 2 days later, I guess it was Sunday, we found out. Shout out to Sergeant King, because I think we were in, was it Danny Robinson chat or incoming chat, and he said, "Oh, she's been found alive." I was like, "All right, thank you, Jesus." And I was, "Thank you, Jesus, she's back, she's back." But then, I was still trying to be, benefit of the doubt, because some people were already saying, someone sent me some, Candace Owens is saying it's a hoax. People saying it was a hoax. Hey, Queen Chakra. And I was like, oh, I don't like Candace Owens. She's not mine. But then more and more people say, hey, then other people were like, they were a little more respectful. Shout out to Diamond Rabbit Hole. Like, hey, we are glad she's home, but we do have questions. And then her mama put out this statement saying, hey, we are our first concern. I know you want us to talk to us, the media wants to talk to us, but hey, we want to worry about loving on our daughter. They said she was in the hospital being evaluated, and when I heard evaluation, I was thinking like, okay, physical and mental. Because I you've been kidnapped, you probably going through some type of PTSD or something. But then more and more people, they start, showing, someone, unfortunately my phone is dead. They start coming out like, oh, she flunked out of nursing school. And I'm thinking like, how you know she flunked out of nursing school? Then somebody, a boyfriend came out and said, oh, she's been through a really harrowing experience. Then someone that was supposed to be her brother, which some people say it wasn't her brother, was saying, coming on there saying, she's been through, this tragedy. Then someone said, oh, she made all this up because her boyfriend cheated on her with the stripper. And then someone else kind of put them both together. She's flunking out of nursing school. She was accused of stealing something at her job, and her boyfriend was cheating on her with the stripper. So she decided, I'm just going to pretend that I get, that I'm getting kidnapped. But it got out of hand. So, then today, this morning, I put the link in the description. Her parents did get on to the Today Show. They believe their daughter that she was kidnapped and that someone is out there who had her. But I have to admit now, some of the things that have been updating about, I just learned about this about an hour before I came on. The same time I was learning about Private King, what he looked like, what his name was, I was learning about this from, who had this on there? Was it, I think his name was Ikmel. Oh my god! Oh yeah, I heard this one too. And I'm just like, and I feel like it's the same thing with regards to Rudy. We don't know what the hell happened until the person it happened to come out here and tell us. Because we had, for Rudy, we had Quanell said this. Then the police said that. And then we're hearing from friends. We're hearing from former investigators. We're like, okay, we're gonna hear from Rudy. And then some things Rudy confirmed about his mama, and some things we were still like, so who was lying? HPD, it was a Quanell. But the common thing that everybody said was his mother was hiding him. That was the biggest conclusion. Hey, everybody said it. The investigators, the HPD, Quanell, and Rudy, and they all, mama was hiding him. He was a missing person that wasn't missing. She had him going by a different name in the neighborhood. So we are not gonna know what. Unless the police comes out, the police, the parents, and Carlee are all saying the same shit. Cause all this like rumors and stuff that's come out, like I think I need to do another video of all the stuff that has come out. The video of car being pulled over. I still can't tell that's her car. There was a police audio that was released earlier today, where someone was I think it was two different ones. One, they were asking for the police at the mom's house to come get her, and then there was another where somebody was looking for her at the Red Roof Inn. Shout out to the official Kingpin and was it the Pascal show? Talking about that. But then oh, it's gonna be a press con? Yeah, Camille, thank you. Oh, then the one, like I said before I came on, she, in the investigation, she stopped off at Target after the restaurant, and before she supposedly saw a baby on the side of the road. But then they were like, everything got left behind that would, I guess, track her or where she would be. And I'm just like, but then they're like, she walked home. Well, she got dropped off, I guess, a mile from home, and she walked very calmly, they said. And once she got closer to the house, she was like running and flailing her arms, sound to sound every way. And so I'm just like, okay, that is kind of suspicious. But then again, it's like, hey, I finally see my house. It's not a mirage. It's not a dream. So but I think so too. But it's like, I think at the same time they're being forced to be transparent, because it's like they were asking for the whole community's help. Their daughter comes home, which is like, when do you normally find a kidnapped person alive? And they walked home or got dropped off, and they said, "Oh, we're gonna love on our daughter, and then we're gonna come out and say something." So we thinking like it was gonna be a while, but then the next day you're on the Today Show. Who's putting on the press conference tomorrow? And I'm just really scared, because they did say that, I guess, one good thing that came out of this, tragedy with Carlee Russell is that it was highlighting other Black women in a lot of people's communities. Like, hey, everybody's looking for Carlee, but what about the other Black women in the community? Are we looking for them? Are resources being used for them? Because what Hoover was actually doing was showing you what you actually are supposed to do when a person goes missing, especially a Black woman, because we don't really get that type of treatment. They really was showing like, hey, the parents came out here, they called missing persons, Crime Stoppers, they called the police, and it's a coordinated effort, and the community was coming to help. Like, that was a combined effort. But then I don't know if she said this. She said, "Oh, it was something about she was being fed cheeses by a man with orange hair, and he was painting her toenails." I'm like, or fingernails. I'm like, wait a minute. Hey, Black Sow Mamas, are you typing something on Twitter? Okay, thank you. So at this point, I just need Hoover PD come out like HPD and say, look, in our investigation, this is what we found out. Now, if she come out and the parents come out and say something totally different, then it's like, okay, because, ma'am, I mean, I don't want you to be sick in the head, or mentally ill, but you You about to do some Jussie Smollett time. And by the way, Jussie Smollett only spent 6 fucking days in the goddamn Cook County jail. Jussie Smollett, whoever your lawyer is, send him down there to help Carlee. Now I will say this. I know some people want to say, "Oh, I can't believe she did this for some dude that was cheating on her." Have y'all ever had your heart broken? Y'all ain't never been love sick, heartache, and you ever think back to like, man, why was I with them? Why was I doing that? I was just too crazy for them. Now, I ain't never like, wanted to pretend that I, you know, was kidnapped. Have I ever thought about, hey, I just want to run away and get not to think about none of this shit no more? Yes, I did. Did she just do that and it just ended up being something else? You know? But then I also thought about this because maybe I read too many movies. What if somebody was behind her and there was something that looked like a baby and she pulled over? And what if it was someone she knew? What if it was the boyfriend and the stripper girl, or the stripper girl and her friend, and they decide, oh, I'm gonna check out the fucking competition. Oh, I know she like to go over here and eat this food. We're gonna go grab her, and we're gonna hold her some days somewhere. I don't know. I'm just thinking out loud about some shit. You know. You know. Yeah, that's true too. You know what? I wondered about that too because I thought about it. I was like, okay, because they kept showing the audio from her car being pulled over, and I couldn't see nothing. I said, "How do you know that's her?" Right? Why are my neighbors upstairs? What are they doing? Okay, can y'all hear that? So that's what I'm wondering. Like, is and then by the way, she said the brother's girlfriend was on the phone with her. And I'm like, well, I'm like, they that close to be on the phone like that? I mean, wait a minute now. What the hell's going on? Wait, they had an AKA installation service? No, she was already an AKA. Wait, there was an installation service? Oh, you heard it? Sometimes I be paranoid about something, and I know I've seen a lot of PSAs. And they're like, "Hey, when you get in the car, make sure you look in the back seat." How we know she doesn't get in the car and someone's in the fucking back seat with a gun? Like, we don't know. And I think her job and put out a statement. I need to read it. I'm sorry, my other phone died, so I can't read it. Like I said, it's a whole bunch of stuff is coming out, and I've seen so many different videos coming with updates, and I seen do one like what I did for Rudy. I want to do one like that just for her. Like, okay, this is everything that we fucking know about this, because it's just like, yeah, she was an AK already. Because the picture I saw that she had her little pink, they pink and green. That she was in her symbol with her fingers, and she had a little pink, uh, shirt blazer on. Yeah. Big sisters attend other attendant services. I was being petty. Oh, are you AK or you DST? Then again, how we know this was? This is another thing too. How we know this wasn't a fucking hazing thing? Not saying it's right. I'm just saying, you know. Can't remember if I said no, because I'm just trying to like. And then I see, my other friend. I have friends who are in different camps. There's some like, hey, she's lying. It don't look right. And then there are others like, hey, we should just be glad a black woman is home and she's safe. And I'm just like, that's true. That's what I'm hoping, she's safe. But the Rudy Farias case and Justice Smollett have made me side eye some things. And that's why I just felt like that's why I couldn't watch Candace Owens, because for me the most part I feel like she cooning and for white people anyway, and she's always saying something negative about black people, and I'm just like, even if she could be right in this case, I can't hear her because she's using it as a justification to keep being negative about black people. I'm just like, not today. Not today. Yeah, I need them, and you know what, as much as, HBD's press conference still left us with like, oh, you say he never said nothing like that, but then you say, oh, we can't talk about victims who have been sexually abused. It's like, wait a minute, those are two contradictory statements, you know. Yeah. Okay, that's true, but you also need to understand not all the frats are wealthy people. And if you look at the history of the historically black fraternity sororities, they actually came out of the 1920s, um, during the progressive era, and they were the early, especially the black women. They were actually involved in the suffrage movement. But the DST and the AKAs, they differed on like how involved they should be, and so some of the women from the AK, I think it's one of the women from the AKAs, they created the DSTs. If you look at the years that they were formed, it tells you a whole lot. But I do understand how some people feel about them. My great grandmother was Eastern Star. I'm Catholic, so we have uh I'm part of the ladies auxiliary of the Knights of St. Peter the Claver. Like there's a Knights of Columbus, which most of the like white or Hispanic, I guess, are part of. It's like a Catholic fraternity within the church. They do like charitable things. And so the black churches, they have a Knights of St. Peter the Claver. And they have junior knights and junior daughters. Oh, I'm talking about today. Yeah, but what I'm saying is not all of them are wealthy. Now, the ones who are like third and fourth generation, probably. But yeah, because I know people who are in, like I joined a non-traditional sorority, so all my sororities are different colors, different ages. So it's only been around for like 1997. We don't have as many chapters, so. Sergeant King, did you not get into the frat or something? Or have you been watching conspiracy videos? Okay, do we really know her dad is high in the Masons, or is that another thing like, oh, she got pregnant by a 17-year-old and she was driving to Atlanta for abortion? Like, is this true? Like, yes, 1908, aka I think it's 1909 DST. Then the rest are like 12. And so some of your favorite actors. politicians are part of those organizations. They do a lot of service work. I have a friend. Y'all know my friend Darren Moore. He's Mega Sci-Fi. And him and his brothers did a years ago. They did something on black men and mental health. It was in Essence magazine. The mission today isn't the same mission of the past. That's true, but I don't want to paint them today with the broad paintbrush, like, oh, you know what I'm saying? Because you can even say the same thing with the NAACP, Urban League. Oh yeah, there's definitely, it's a lot of networking. Same thing when you graduate from certain colleges. Like when I graduated from Texas A&M, like everywhere I went, I knew who all the actors were. We knew who each others were. Like I knew for a fact on my interview when they said they saw that I was graduating from Texas A&M, that meant something. They're like, oh, you, and then I met people and like, oh, you're Aggie? Okay, my son's Aggie too. You know, conversation piece, you know. Ma'am, I have found you have to call me ma'am. Ma'am, I've been family members in both, but I never joined due to the disrespect when pledging. Okay, I understand that. Because there have been hazing incidences, in the black ones and the white ones too. And with people dying. I want to say at Prairie View, it was so sad. And I think he was a freshman or a sophomore. It was just so sad. I was like, how you go pledge and then you got to call their parents and say, oh, your son died. And then there was another, oh my goodness, there was another case where, was it the DST or AKAs? Basically, this lady was using the sorority as like to pimp out some of the girls. I'm just like, they have the same rituals as Hollywood. You mean now? The ones now? I can understand that. But it's really weird because, like I said, I joined a non-traditional frat. My best friend, but then all my other friends, it's really weird. So I joined a non-traditional sorority, but then all of my friends are AKAs. Like I go to places, I'm like literally surrounded. Like my friend, her mom and sister and her cousin are AKAs. She tried to be something different. She came to another sorority, but it's still in the Panhellenic Council though. But then like I go to work, other friends are AKA, no, two other friends are AKAs. Then I went to work and it was like one of the teachers next door, she was an AKA and someone else was AKA. I was like, dang, I know a lot of AKAs. I know a few JSTs who look like, dang, a lot of pink and green out here. Oh, and then I shared with one friend, some lady, I think she was at A&M. She was on Instagram. She created a new stroll for them to dance to. I guess when they had the little functions and stuff. So, okay. I graduated from Southern University, BR. What's that? What does that mean? BR. What state is this? I saw how they treat them like slaves. Oh, that sucks. That's wrong. Hey, Andrea Nelson. So forgive me for judging you, but you know. Hey, 2LB. How come the snacks? Hold on. How come the snacks weren't in the car that she bought? I think she took those snacks with her because she knew she was gonna be away over the weekend. Maybe that's where the cheeses came in. Remember they said, oh, the person was feeding her cheeses and painting her toenails. So 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 I'm saying I'm just what's going on? Because 2 plus 2 is not equaling 4. So But I wish my phone wasn't dead. Cause I wanted y'all to hear something. Um did y'all okay, I'm switching to I'll give y'all more updates regarding all of these different cases. Um I'm still following the Rudy Farias case too. I still got to do that live about his mother. His mother is a whole scam out here. She gonna be an episode of American Greed on CNBC. She really can. She gonna be like one of those Lifetime specials. She's that lady that made her own daughter believe she had cancer, and then her daughter found out, and her and her boyfriend killed her. That's the only thing. She should be really glad that Rudy didn't want to kill her. Like seriously, all he wants is never see her again. She got off easy for that. Mm-mm-mm. Oh, so did y'all notice today how quiet it was in the sector? Like everybody was doing this topic, right? But I was like, okay, well maybe because hey, it's Carlee Russell. These are big topic. Carlee Russell's a big topic. Donald Trump is a big topic. Okay, this guy, U.S. military, he stepped up. These are big topics. So it's been covered by a lot of people in different sectors. True crime, T sector, people in the Umar Johnson sector, people who normally do other, I think even a couple of B sector people, they're covering it. But then I was like, wait a minute. Somebody I haven't seen all goddamn day. Jaguar. Ma'am. Because you in some legal trouble too. Where you been at, sis? Because guess what? Around, I want to say, was it this afternoon? I saw community posts. Somehow, hey, we're thinking about going on Discord, and there was a Discord link, and I was like, but then I thought about it, I was like, okay, is that Jaguar? Is that her YouTube manager? Oh, let me tell y'all something. It's been reported to me. It's been reported to me that because AC2 went live, and he said the YouTube manager struck his channel, but I kept trying to figure out, did he strike you from Jaguar's channel or from his own channel? Now y'all know that I be in everywhere. I be in a lot of different places. I'm on Station Head. I'm on 456 Discords. I was just on one for like a whole damn month, and now I'm part of six. No, I'm like part of six. Now I'm part of two, and I'm part of six now. Um, memberships, stuff like that. So guess what I found out later on today? Those strike. Yes, he is in control. Jag. Jag did let him be the manager over her YouTube channel. If you notice, by the way, her YouTube channel has a new name. Other day it was TJ Jaguar Right. Today it's T and J Family. And I was like, family? Which I thought, wish I can show you, but I can't. Okay, so I actually follow someone called T and J Family, all caps. They're a black gay male couple. They're married, and they have adopted children. So their channel is all about them and their family. So it is T and J. That's their name. One is T, one is J, and it's about them and their family and what they have to do. As a black, black family, black gay men. And their most recent video, they had both their mothers on there. There was that episode like that. So So today I was so surprised when I see a community post and it say T and J family. I said, T and J family, what they doing? But then I looked at the goddamn avatar and I said, wait a minute, that's not them. T and J, two men with two kids. That's not them. That's Jag and TJ. I said, Lord, they don't copy the people's name. Mm-mm-mm. Yeah. Oh no, he struck him from his own channel. But he's been saying on his live that, and on that community post from the other day, that he's gonna be uh striking channels of people who are using Jaguar's content. But that's not what he did today. And he's really trying to get Danny Robinson. I'm just thinking to myself, boy, you ain't learned your lesson, have you? He ain't learned this lesson at all. Mm-hmm. Just, and it's like, you literally, and this thing goes, he went live on totally another video about the damn strikes. Because I was in the bushes, I was listening. Basically saying, oh, why he was helping Jag. Y'all been eating off her name. She only has a phone on stuff you can do. I was trying to tell them what to do over the phone, what they should do, but they don't have everything, and they're just, ignorant, not because they're stupid or anything, because they just don't know about monetizing the channel. And they're saying all this kind of stuff, and I'm just like thinking to myself, this is just gonna go. This is a mistake. Yeah, he's not. Both of them fall out with everybody. Everybody. Messy Miss Madage too. Shout out to her. She's back on her backup channel. I'm just like, that's why I'm looking at people who don't get along with people on a regular basis, being friends and being cordial. I'm just like, what are y'all doing? Do y'all think y'all smarter than the other person? Y'all got, looks like y'all got common enemies and stuff. I'm just like, I don't think, sooner or later, whenever you get what you want, you're gonna turn on each other. Like, what are y'all doing? Wonder if Shannon will show up. Show up where? No, she's resting. I talked to her earlier. So, but Jag has her hearing tomorrow, at that building she took the picture with the blue dress in front of. It's gonna be in that building, um, at 9 a.m. It's the hearing. So they're gonna tell her, okay, this is the results of your competency test, and this is what we gonna think. This is what we want you to do, or you have to do. So we'll see. But I just noticed today that she was very, very quiet. And like the day before yesterday, I asked so fucking loud. I'm like, you should have been quiet all damn weekend. We shouldn't hear from you until after you leave court. KP said he was blocked from Jag's page. What? Sergeant King, Shanna is not going to go to court to give Jag no process server papers. You know that now. Yeah, someone made a good point earlier. Like, Donatello had said some really horrible things about Jaguar. Oh, you were fucking your son. And someone else said, like, if you said that about my son, I'm gonna hate you now. I'm gonna hate you forever. It's up and it's stuck forever. So I'm just like, wait. Oh my goodness, he blocked OKP from see, all because look. She Jag tricked off that some of that money that was left over from that GoFundMe. She could have got her a little laptop or something or iPad or something so she can do her YouTube channel. And she had never to be calling somebody struggle channels. You struggling over there with that goddamn fuzzy ass camera action you got over there. You only can go in one. You can't even go in landscape. Everything's portrait. Yeah, she ain't going to nobody courthouse. I can't believe he texted her. Talking, oh, can you serve Jag? Really, dude? And who else he gonna block? Shout out to Danny Robinson. She made a good point. He just probably using the control over Jazz channel, so nobody has nobody, and they use it to try to hit everybody else with copyright strikes. So all the people who normally do Jazz content can't do. They got to go to his channel. But just like Danny Robinson said, hey, we got more than one channel. Yeah, I saw that Wednesday at 5:00. He's supposed to be talking about that. I'm just like, okay. It makes me think about what Tales from the Cult said. Like, hey, was she right? Is just the end? Is there stuff brewing between OKP and Jag? Dr. B said, when was the last time Jag was on OKP panel? I think it would have been best, and I said this too. Jag should have stayed in jail. I really thought that first week, that first 3-4 days, like I thought Jag was like, oh, I'm actually seeing a little bit of improvement. But then once she got kicked out that motherfucking house, it was up and stuff. It was up and down ever since there. I'm just like, dude, she had it made, y'all. And as Sonic Way said, he said, if Jag messed this up, this is it. I'm not putting no more money. I'm not doing nothing else. This is it. I did all I could. Just like, I hate Purple Soul. Jag allowed that she's been right with KP in about 2 weeks and done all in her ear with statistics and twisted lie. And then look, both of them are probably telling each other stories. Is she implying OKP is the mole? It's a good question. Right, she should have been quiet the whole damn month. You should have took that medicine the doctor gave you when you was on the inside. Yeah, she used to be in his chat on panel almost every night. I think they're trying to keep it offline, but it's only a matter of time before the tea is out. And I've been told some other tea too, but I haven't gotten a second confirmation on it. Y'all want me to tell you what it is? Put some teacups in the chat if you want me to tell you what was reported to me. But if you don't want me to say, you want me to stop being messy, because I said I'm gonna stop being messy, stop being a little less messy this year. Then maybe I need to put the emoji with the finger that says shh, So put the shh if you want me to be quiet. Put the teacups if you want me to tell you what was reported to me. Queen said, so I'm gonna put the whole kettle on. One, two. Y'all with these teacups. I said, put a teacup in there. I said, either put the emoji that says shh, or put a teacup if you want. You want me to say what was reported to me. Okay. My belief is that no nurse must have given money. That's why she let him take control. Probably. Hello to anyone that I may have missed. I hope I didn't miss anyone. Queen Chakra, Joel B, TC Gemini. Okay. Well, Queen Chakra, come on, we ain't gonna tell nobody. Okay. So, it was reported to me today that somebody else besides Shannon Lewis filed a police report against Jaguar for harassment. So, like I said, I don't have any like receipt or paperwork. I'm waiting to see if someone else is gonna come out here and confirm what I already know. But that was what reported to me today, that there is someone else who has filed a report against Jaguar Wright Johnson besides Shannon Lewis for harassment. Allegedly. That's what I said. It was reported to me. It was reported to me. Now, in case you might hear this tea tomorrow, because somebody else might say, oh, yeah, this is what I heard. This is what I think. They heard it here first. Where's my little banner at so I can put that on here? This is for entertainment purposes only. Caramel, Queen Chakras, that's what I was told. It was reported to me. It sure was. Okay. And since y'all been here so kindly and listen to me on my other stuff, I'm going to tell you something else. Okay. The manager was chatting with you yesterday in your chat. Now eyes when you were sharing the info about the email. Thus the lie today. Wait, he was in my chat yesterday? Last night? Was he on a different name? Oh, what was the lie today? What did he say today? I mean, Jack has been saying a number of different people's names. I'm just saying. I'm just waiting on confirmation to, either somebody come with some paperwork or that person comes out and say what they did. So, So, and let me tell you this little bit of information. And Tales from the Code had said something in her chat today. But then I was emailed and told that information was incorrect. So we'll see tomorrow after Jag gets back from court if I was right or not. So it was reported to me. Y'all come a little closer to the. Come a little closer. I'm whispering to you. It was reported to me. No, well, this was the thing. Tail said in her chat that, because Tails interviewed Genesis, and she said Genesis was going to be one of the witnesses at the hearing, because at the hearing you can get other people because they're trying to talk about her competency, right? So, but then I was emailed and told something different. I was told that she was dropped from the list, okay, of witnesses because of the carbonation people in her house. So like I said, I don't have no receipt. So I gotta wait until Jag gets back from court tomorrow. And hopefully they'll also update the website. So we'll see. Mm. You want me to tell you something? You want me to tell you something else? This is gonna be the last thing. I have to edit this one. I was told it was gonna be more than 2 hearings or meetings that she's gonna have tomorrow on 2 different floors. But that was reported to me. I don't have no receipt. But I'm just telling you what was reported to me, allegedly. Okay? Mm-hmm. Yeah. Now, if you hear this on someone else's channel tomorrow, another content creator, because I've been noticing some things. This is where they got it from. But damn it, if they want to take the fucking credit, okay. You get all the attention, negative and positive. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. So, I guess tomorrow gonna be court watch, huh? So, shout out to Purple Soul, Caramel Butterfly, V Hardjet, True LB, Caramel Butterfly, When you Soccer, Sound Be Good, TC Gemini, True LB. Anybody else I missed? Queen Sakura. The people who are in the bushes listening. Last I heard, it was Shaka and his wife and their kids. And then Genesis has her own child. But remember, at one time, when Jag was over there, Solar was there. And then another time, Velvet had shown up. And by the way, don't let Jag, what she said on Night and Day, like she talking about, I called Solar and told him congratulations. Let me tell y'all something. Solar is a fuck boy. He's a homosexual. Okay? He's still married to one member of the cult that now Nature Boy claims that his wife. They still on paper. Then he got with Janae, the girl that Nature Boy is on trial for basically victimizing. That didn't last long. She kicked him out, broke up with him, but she was pregnant. She just had the baby. It's a boy. Okay. And then Velvet, they went back and forth 2 or 3 times, and finally she told me it was over. But guess what? She's pregnant. Guess what his ass is? In Mexico. Sir, you can't send them no Pampers through Amazon, huh? Some money cash out, some Similac or something, a card. Because Janae said, she said, but she had boundaries and particular things she wanted him to do to be in their child's life. But Solar just, he gaslights her. He he was number 2 in the carbonation after Nature Boy. He was a Nature Boy number 2 dude. He learned that shit from him. Oh yeah, I forgot. Yeah, you're right. Legina is there too. And from what it was reported to me, Legina got a job. She's doing real good. So TMZ will be where? Where TMZ gonna be at? Oh, the Nature Boy trial? That would be good if they could stop her from. I wish I can do a. What's that lady name? Her name is VS. She was on social media for 3 years because of the incident she had with the lady offline, and she just came back on, I think 3 months ago. And baby, since she been back, I think her channel got remonetized or monetized again. Probably didn't take it that long. A couple of weeks, probably a couple of days. Yeah, Legend gets your check monthly. The manager's walking England with could tell her anything close to the truth, period. When it's called isolation, she does it well. Mm-hmm. Who said TMZ gonna be at Jackie court appointments? Yeah, because she's in need of money. Because SVW said that his well, ain't no more money coming out of his well after this thing with Jag and she got kicked out that sober house. He meant that. He said that was station head. I mean, one time he said, I told Jag, what you gonna do? What you gonna do? Burn up your car again? Oh, I thought that was so funny. I thought it was so funny. He said, what you gonna do? Burn your car again? You didn't make this through. You up here complaining about the chicken that she got from the Golden Chicken. Man, the lady was so trying to be nice to her. No, seriously, who said TMZ gonna be at her court appointments? Is that what he said? That's why he was deflecting that about the text messages. Cameron Bus said she leaned toward the TV. Sergeant Cam. Girl, pass the tea like we used to do. Hey, Miss Mahogany Blues. Lord. Mm-hmm. She probably would have Jag living with her, but then Jag is just so damn. She takes over every damn thing. And her ashes is expensive. I think everybody that's over there now probably got some type of check or something coming in. And you know what I hated today? I need to do. Jack, I'm gonna have to do it on when I'm on my laptop, so I can have my phone and my iPad. Jack said out of her mouth on night and day, y'all. She said this, and shout out to Incoming Opinion because I think I heard that on her channel. Jack said that she knew um that she said she was lying to Legina. She was making Legina believe that she actually believed her that her mom and dad were R. Kelly. She said I was doing to gain her trust because she's a schizophrenic. She has it on paperwork. And I'm thinking like, ma'am, you told us you believed her. And that unless, the test comes out otherwise, then up until that time, you were going to think of her as Aaliyah's and R. Kelly's daughter. And we kept telling you, no, she's lying, she's sick, or she's faking. You went on Just Say No to Scope, and Jaguar said out of her own damn mouth. I met her mother backstage at the BET Awards, and we bonded over the fact that we were teenage mothers. So I know for a fact that she's Aaliyah's daughter. Ma'am, was you lying to them, us then, or you lying to us now? And basically, she said it was her overall point was for her to be on the Blue Couch or over there on Philadelphia for content. Talking about, I was trying to figure out why was she saying my name. Other people said she was saying my name. And I'm thinking to myself, she sought me out. I'm thinking like, but you're the one who told Shonda Louie, hey, give Regina my number. Nobody told you to do that. You didn't have to offer that. You got her down here for your show, and then you figured out a way to keep getting more money because of her. I'm just like, yeah. She said, "Oh, you look just like R. Kelly's mother," and I'm just thinking to myself, it's just like really. But you was hopping on platforms, had her on Philadelphia, then on the Blue Couch. On she was on Shine Way first, but then you had on OKP. Then Jack said, "Oh, I can't believe she was over there crouched in the bathroom online telling that she had Drake's baby." I'm like, cause she was copying you. You came out the Mental Institution talking about you was pregnant by Goober. Like, who did she get the shit from? She was following your lead, following you. But you wasn't around to keep her in check, so that's where that story came from. So you remember? Yes. See, that's what I'm saying. I'm probably gonna do that on my next rewind because these people out here, lying. I'm gonna say what it is, lying, and trying to tell us they didn't say what they said months ago. Yes, you did say what you said months ago, and we remember that too. It's ridiculous. What did Caramel Butterfly put in chat? Yes. Then she came out with, remember also the time she came in, she went, she might be pregnant, and then I think one time she said, she got a new person. I'm thinking like, how the fuck you get a new dude and you was in a goddamn mental hospital? But then again, guess what? I'll tell you something else. It was reported to me that the Johnny Popcorn that she was referring to was a doctor in the fucking hospital. Allegedly. Mm-hmm. Cause I kept trying to figure out how you come out here with a new man and you might be pregnant. How you do that? when did you have time to date anybody? Is that why you keep being able to get in and get out? It's ridiculous. Oh my goodness. She could have. 2LB. 2LB. Okay, thank you, 2LB. Purple Soul, Caramel Butterfly, Sergeant King. Sam Be Good. Miss Mahogany Blues. TC Gemini. V Hard J Queen Chakra. V Hard thank you so much for listening to me and engaging with me in the chat. I'll see y'all in somebody's chat. I guess I'll be on Jaguar Watch the rest of y'all tomorrow. So y'all have a rest of y'all good night. All right. Bye. Please like, share, subscribe. On your way out. Thank you.